Hey, what's up everyone? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the Marvel Legends Absorbing Man. For not the best figure in the world, there's something about this guy that I really like, and I think probably everybody else is going to like him too. There is one other version that people do collect. I personally prefer this version, and this one's much easier to come by, so this is the one we're taking a look at today. He stands about 6 3/4 inches tall, so he has some decent size to him, even though he doesn't really look it. He comes with this wrecking ball type of accessory. It doesn't have any paint on it. It's not really the best detailed, but he does have it. He has not the best articulation in the world. We're going to go through that right now. The head is on that kind of joint right there, so you can see how big the ball peg is and how there's not really any cutaway anywhere. And that really limits the range of motion. All you can really do is swivel and just cock it just a little bit side to side, but not too much. It's mostly just a swivel. He has ball hinge shoulders with no bicep swivel though. The only swivel we get is in the elbow. So this is one of the earlier Hasbro figures, I believe. Let's check. Am I right? What does that say? Yep, Hasbro 2008. Maybe it's not so early. I don't remember when they switched over right now. Having a brain fart. I don't know, either way, it's not the most articulated figure. We do have the elbow hinge, but it's really limited. We only get about 45 out of it. That's kind of disappointing. We do have a wrist swivel and a wrist hinge. Same on both sides. He's got just kind of like a standard gripping hand on either side, probably for holding his wrecking ball, just like this. And there we go. So it looks like he's getting ready to swing it maybe. I don't know, something like that. Now we have this diaphragm joint, which isn't horrible. It's actually okay. It doesn't look too bad no matter how you pose him. It does give him an ab crunch and the rotation, and he can lean from side to side. I always like that, so it's not so bad. His hips are wide jointed and there's no thigh swivel, so that's kind of disappointing. However, the design of this figure is such that it doesn't really matter, because you can just rotate the knee and bring it down and you won't ever notice. It looks like there should have been a thigh swivel in here, but there's not. Luckily, the way they designed it, even though it's not 100% ideal, you can just rotate the knee and bring it down, and it doesn't really look out of place. So that's actually pretty good. It would have been nice to get a little more range of motion out of that knee joint, but it's not horrible. I can live with it. That might be just a happy accident that it worked out that way, but it worked out. For the ankles, we have that rotation and the pivot, but no ankle rocker. As you can see, this is all supposed to look like bricks. There's a little bit spilling over here, all standard clothing. This side is supposed to look like concrete and spills over a little bit across his chest. Paint job could have been a little more smooth. We have kind of like a gap here in the gray, so that would have been nicer if they actually put a little more effort into that. But while it's standing on the shelf or while it's posed, it really doesn't look too bad. I do like the face sculpt. While the skin tones could have used a little bit of shading, it really doesn't look too bad. It looks pretty decent in person. I think it looks a lot like the character is supposed to look like, so I'm pretty happy with it. We have the texturing throughout the concrete and the bricks. Everything just looks the way it's supposed to, so even though it's not the best figure in the world, it's really quite sufficient. So I do recommend it. I think you guys will like it if you get it, and he definitely fills a nice spot on the shelf. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.